audience here is going to be very, very pretty. Uh, Mr. Jeff Warren.
Woo! Could have went worse.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, all four of you.
Six.
Ma'am, I have to ask you
If
how.
you got my personality, you'll have like 12 more.
There you go. Okay, that counts. Aside from that, ma'am, how are you feeling tonight?
Excellent, thanks.
Can you please ask me how I'm feeling tonight?
How are you feeling?
Thank you so much for asking. I'm feeling scared. I'm really scared. Not only am I the only black person in this entire bar, but I'm pretty sure that I'm the only black person that has stepped foot inside of this town. And I'm terrified. 5 minutes before I got here, I got pulled over, and the cop comes up and he's like, license and registration. And I was like, no problem. But before we continue, I want you to know that I identify as a white male. And he told me that I was free to go. So that's good. I'm a comic, so I have problems, and I blame my dad. He's always been a really bad drug addict, and he just bought himself a house, and I went out to see it, and we were outside on the porch, and I heard the most beautiful sound that I've ever heard in my life. And I look up and I see a wind chime, and I was shocked. Not because I've never seen a wind chime before, but I've never seen one that was made out of shoestrings and old crack pipes. So it was kind of weird. I'm not too good when it comes to dating. I was dating this blind girl, and we had to stop seeing each other because, yeah. And then I was dating this deaf girl, and we broke up because she never listened to my side of the argument. And then I started dating a midget, and we broke up because she had chlamydia. She had chlamydia, so yeah. This one time when my baby's mom, she was 9 months pregnant. I hate people with loud cars. I think it's, and anyway, my baby's mom, she was 9 months pregnant, and we were in the middle of having sex, and the next thing that I knew, I was drenched with gushing fluids. And before she told me her water had broken, in my mind I was thinking, damn, I am good. Yeah. In 1990, I was the only black kid in my whole school, and we buried a time capsule, and being the only black kid in my whole school, I wanted to put something inside the time capsule that represented my people, you know? And last week, they dug the time capsule up, they invited everybody back, it was a really big thing, and they're digging it up, and inside this time capsule were vanilla ice CDs, Ninja Turtle toys, snap bracelets. So you can only imagine how I felt when they pulled up my 2 photos of O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby. Like, how the fuck was I supposed to know? I love science. I love science. And I built the time machine last year, and it works. And like, if you had a time machine, or fucking, if anybody else in this room had a time machine, it would be awesome. But me, I have this skin condition. I'm black, so I can only go back like 50 years before shit starts to get kind of weird. But I wanted to go back and meet Jesus Christ because I heard he was a pretty cool dude. So I punched in the coordinates. Bam. Lo and behold, I'm at the Last Supper with Jesus Christ and his 12 disciples. And I'm looking at the table and I see Judas. And even before he betrayed Jesus, he was a fucking dick. Like, I was looking at him, and he grabs the salt shaker from the table and loosens it and puts it back. I'm like, oh, this fucking asshole. And then Moses came in, like the Moses. And what you guys don't know is that Moses was a really big scumbag. He was, and he was known for running around and giving women STDs. Yeah, that's where the term burning bush came from. Moses had a really dirty dick. So anyway, he comes in and he was on a date, and the woman was like, Moses, I don't want to have sex with you. It's that time of the month. Trust me. You don't want to go down there. It's nothing but a sea of red. And Moses said, clearly, you haven't read my resume. And he parted the Red Sea. Give it up for Billy Long. Billy Long, all right. He was talking about the A, B, C, D, E, F, B, G people. They add another letter the seller was a trans woman. And I'm looking over the car, and I was like, how are the brakes? And she was like, brand new. How are the tires? 3 of them are brand new, the other one works just fine. Okay. What's the transmission like? And she was like, our mission is to be treated the same way as everyone else. Thank you so much for asking. I was talking about the car, but more power to you. Okay, let's try some new shit. Where we at? Oh, another true story. So me and my girlfriend, we got a dog about a year ago, and it's a pit bull. And as you guys can see, I'm a black male, and there's this unspoken rule that whenever I'm walking my pit bull down the street, any white woman that gets within 30 feet of us, they walk across the street. So last week I was walking my pit bull, and this older white lady, she gets like 50 feet away from us. So I'm like, she hasn't crossed the street yet. 40 feet, she's still coming at us. 30 feet, bam, she steps inside of the danger zone, and I was like, just amazed. She gets 20 feet, and I'm just shocked because she didn't walk across the street. She ran as fast as I've seen an old lady want to. Fuck that one up. That was brand new. Okay, ice cream. I was inside McDonald's yesterday, and there was this little. The fuck up gets more. I was inside McDonald's yesterday, and this little spoiled kid, he was being so bad. He was like, "Hey, mom, you fucking bitch, you dumb fucking bitch, give me an ice cream cone, you dumb fucking bitch." I'm like, oh my god, and I was shocked because his mom went and got him an ice cream cone, and he takes it, and as soon as he gets it, he drops it. And I laughed a little bit, but I felt bad, so I went up to the counter and got another one, and right before I handed it to him, I dropped it. On purpose. Oh, the tears. It made me feel good. What else we have? Does anybody smoke weed in here? Any weed smoke? All right. But yeah, weed has magical properties. It's really creative. But sometimes I smoke and I come up with grandiose thoughts and grandiose dreams. And one of those grandiose dreams is that I want to become the manager of the ultimate girl group. I want to get the Spice Girls and combine them with the group Salt and Pepper. The name of the group, Seasoned Professionals. Seasoned Stupid. I deal with racism all the time, and I didn't think that it would extend into breakfast cereals. Stay with me. So yesterday, I was having a bowl of Rice Krispies, and like I said, I smoke a lot of weed, so I was high. And I wanted to see what would happen if I sprinkled a small amount of Cocoa Krispies on top of the Rice Krispies. And then I remembered the old school commercials where the kid would put his ear to the bowl and hear the Rice Krispies talk. So I poured the milk and put my ear to the bowl and listened in shock and horror as the Rice Krispies, referring to the Cocoa Krispies, said, "Well, there goes the neighborhood."
Where'd you get that weed from?
Yeah. All right. The other day, any men watch porno in here? Yeah, all you guys do. But anyway, I was watching porno last week, and there was this black woman having sex with this white guy, and this white guy's dick was like 3 feet long, and I just had this sense of hatred for him just because of the size of his penis, and I had an epiphany. I was like, oh, that's where all the racism from white guys come from, is that stereotype that all black guys have big penises and we don't. Like, mine's not small, don't get it twisted. It's just not huge. So the next day I was bored, so I went to a Ku Klux Klan rally, and I walk up to the Grand Wizard, and I don't say a word, I just unzip my pants and out rolls my slightly above average penis. And he looks at me, he looks down at my penis, and he looks back up at me. He takes off his hood, gives me a hug, and he walks away. And it was kind of weird because I'm all about breaking down racial dividers, but my dick was still out, so it like bumped in it. Where am I at? I got 2 more that I'm out of here. Billy Long, he was talking about abortion. This is brand new, and I don't know if it's funny, but it's true. I'm not gonna speak about abortion rights because I'm not a woman. But my girlfriend, she's a vegetarian, and she eats eggs. Let me say that one more time. She's a vegetarian. She's a vegetarian that eats eggs, and I'm thinking like, she gets mad at me because I eat meat, and I'm thinking, you don't even give the chickens a chance to become meat. You take the little fuckers out in utero. So how can you say anything to me, you know? And like, a lot of vegans and vegetarians, they think they're better than us meat-eating people. So a lot of times, when she's making her holier-than-thou vegetarian disgusting meals, I'll go and crush up some pork rinds and sprinkle it inside her food. And the next time she tells somebody that she's a vegetarian, inside my mind I'll be thinking, no you're not. No you're not. One more and I'm out of here. Let's pick one.
One more.
Kids, yeah. Did I do the pyramid rules?
Uh-uh.
Okay, last one. Like I said, I smoke a lot of weed. No. Does anybody have any kids here? Anybody have any kids? Anytime I ask that joke, the enthusiasm just goes down. Yeah, but I love my kids to death. I have two of them, and I love them more than anything, but I do not like them at all. I don't like them. It was easier when they were younger. Like my daughter, she would come up to me at least 5 times a day. Daddy, do you want to hear me sing Let It Go? Of course, princess. That was when she was 2, and she just turned 7. And yesterday, I asked if she would sing to me, and she told me to fuck off. And my son, he's a little bit better. I don't like to smoke in front of either of them, so I'll go in the bathroom and smoke. And yesterday, I was smoking in the bathroom, and my 10-year-old son comes in right after me. And I'm like, oh shit. And he comes out, and there was smoke still billowing out of the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, I hope he's not high. He goes straight to the fridge and grabs a cupcake and says, Daddy, I know how they built the pyramids. Okay, so I wanted him to calm down. So I put on one of his, if that didn't work, this is definitely not gonna work. So I put on one of his favorite movies. Are there any Fast and Furious fans out there?
Yeah, great movie.
All right. I like you, Kenny, but those movies are terrible. They suck. There's like 47 of them. But anyway, my son was high for his first time, so he didn't know any better. So we're sitting there watching it. 2 dudes are in a car. They jump over the Grand Canyon, do like 3 barrel rolls, a front flip. Vin Diesel has time enough to make a sandwich. They landed, no damage done to the car. And I stand up and I'm like, that is preposterous. And my son's still holding his cupcake. He's like, no, Dad. That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. That's all I got. Thank you, Jeff Warren.